Hey everyone, how you all doing? Hope you're having a good evening so far. Um, Decided to start this new series of videos, which are gonna be, I guess, essentially vlogs. I'm gonna just talk what I've been doing through the day, maybe turn them into a weekly thing or every other week thing. But for now, I'm gonna try to do them every day and figure out from there where I wanna go with this. So the reason why I started doing these new kind of videos is mostly trying to revamp the communication that I've been doing on the YouTube channel and on the Patreon account. I do have a Patreon account for well over 1 year now, maybe 2 years, not sure anymore. Doesn't have that many followers, but their help is essential to what I do and being able to have the free time for the stuffs that I do. And I do a lot of different things. Most of them don't have any income whatsoever. And the last connection that I had with the normal world of getting a job just got severed. The company I was originally working full time for like 2, 3 years ago went under in December 2020. So we're officially closing doors. I was only there with a minor consultancy role. Was like working for them 2 hours a week, which wasn't much. Got me like 200 euros, 250, I think, every month, which is was enough to pay the bills. But and then I made some money outside with doing random stuff on the internet and as an artist. Anyways, since that thing ended, the official proper job thing ended, even though it was no longer a proper full time job, it was only a part time kind of thing. I decided that I should probably be careful, especially considering that I have a kid, even though I have large savings for having worked full time a lot of years. And I'm not a big spender. I usually think carefully about things that I want to buy. So I'm not in any financial danger or anything like that, but I do want to try to make this sustainable. And by this, I mean doing the things I love and archiving them on the internet, sharing the knowledge, uh, sharing media, different kinds of content. And I do a lot of different things in that regard. So I'm an artist, as you know, do music, also do some drawings. I also run a net label, which is a music label that has all their releases free for download. I've been running that for many years. I also try to do demo scene things, both as a creator and also as a content creator, like interviewing other people, doing demo shows, presenting what the demo scene is to other people, also organizing some parties, the Shader Royale, for example, that I organized a couple days ago, things like that. And for those kind of things, and there are a few more, but five is good enough for now. For those kind of things, I decided to create a Patreon like 2, 3 years ago, I think. Not sure exactly when. And I kind of bugged all the friends that I knew at the time to try to get this rolling. I got like 10, something like that, patrons. Most of them interested in the demo scene part things that I do. And I decided that I should probably now remodel my Patreon and try to make better communication out of it. And I think one of the ways to do that would be presenting to the public what I do. I mean, most of the people, when they come to my Patreon page or my YouTube page, they see a lot of different things. It's like sort of a variety channel, and but it should be divided in a lot of different channels. But I'm just one person and I don't have time to put all of those. But I want to pursue all of those interests because those are the things that interest me. And why would I be hiding one of the interests that I have when I could just put it on my channel and grab a few people that might be interested in that part? So I want people to follow me on YouTube and support me on Patreon for who I am as a whole and not for what I do in this specific niche. Because at the end of the day, I operate in different kind of areas, and yeah, I don't think I'm gonna change that because that's the point of doing what you feel is more interesting right now. Doing what you love doing is to not force yourself into a corner that you have to do this kind of thing. So yeah, I decided that in 2021 I'm gonna remodel my Patreon, kill all the tiers that have direct things. So people that have direct things that I need to be doing constantly to upkeep with them, and I'm gonna just focus on having tiers that for people who want to support me. Probably just one tier or maybe two tiers. Just bare minimum. If you want to support me, go to Patreon, do that, and that's useful. It's a recurring income that I can have out of that. I'm also gonna try to be streaming a bit more now that my kid is a bit more stable in terms of his schedule. I might be able to stream a couple days every night, even during weekdays during the day. So I'll have to think about that, have figure out a regular schedule and try to focus to that. And I'm gonna keep doing the YouTube videos, which I have been doing for quite a long time now, in a not so regular schedule and having all sorts of variety things. So I'm gonna try to focus on doing a variety kind of thing, variety channel, variety communications. So so yeah. Um, and to make that work, I need to be more transparent in terms of what it is I do. Because a lot of people come here through a niche, like they see me play a video game, they have no fucking clue that I'm active in 5 other things at the same time. And then I say, oh, yeah, I'm an artist. Oh, what do? You do music. Oh, okay. But they have no clue that I also run a net label, that I have all these relations on the demo scene, that I organize artistic residencies. They have no clue about all of that part. And if I could make this channel a place where I could expose people to those kind of things with context and not just here's a video of something completely unrelated, that would be a lot more interesting, I think, and a lot more people would follow this channel. So these vlogs will try to fill that gap. I'm going to try to name them something a little more creative than vlog number 1, vlog number 2, vlog number 3, because I heard that's good policy to have. Have like a title that really explains what actually is in the vlog, so people are more inclined to actually play it. So yeah, that's my plan. Let me know what you think on the comments below. You think this makes sense? It doesn't make sense at all. I know a lot of people don't really understand the concept of making a living out of doing the things that you love doing. It's easier to just tell people, go get a job. But I do have a job already. My job is to make the stuff that I love doing. It doesn't pay very well, but it's very rewarding. So yeah. I think this video is going long enough. Tomorrow I'll talk a bit more about something else. For an example, what I was doing today was actually preparing a text release of André Coelho, which is a friend of mine who who writes. He's also a musician, but he also writes some text. And a few years ago, we decided to open a section on Enough Records to also publish texts. So my net label, Enough Records, besides publishing music free for download, will also now be delivering, presenting texts free for download. So this is the third release that we have of that type on Enough Records, and it's the second one by André Coelho. Well, he also participated on the second release, which was an anthology of different artists, and he was also involved on that one. So what I was doing was making sure that all the text is correct in docx format, exporting it to PDF, exporting it to EPUB, going to all the different platforms, Amazon QDP, I think it's called, Smashwords, archive.org, scene.org, and I'm forgetting one, which I don't remember. Script. There are a couple other platforms where you can upload texts, but these were the ones that I focused on today in particular. And making sure that everything is in the proper formats, converting cover formats, make sure that the transparency is working, that it's rectangular form, that it's high enough resolution. Some of these things I wrote scripts for to be able to easily do things. Other things, it's a bit of a trial and error. You learn what kind of things you can convert using what tools and what things you can't convert using those tools because they will screw something up in one of the platforms. So it's a bit of a cat and mouse game, but you start getting a feel for it if you do it regularly enough. And I have that rotation with music, but I still don't have that rotation with text publishing. So I'm still getting the hang of that. So yeah, that was pretty much what I've been doing tonight after the kid went to bed. It's preparing that release. It's by André Coelhos. It's called Hoje Estou Feliz, a minha mulher arranjou amante. It's written in Portuguese, so if you're not Portuguese speaking, you won't be able to read it. It's about a story of a family that is not coping very well with their marriage. The spark has sort of waned from their relationship, and the wife thinks that, well, maybe the right way to keep the happiness of the family going is to get a lover and not stress so much about these kind of things. So it's about three people, kind of romantic triangle, but trying to make it work, and like she doesn't hide it from the husband. So that's the topic of the short story. It's pretty well written. I enjoyed reading it and giving André Coelho some feedback. So if you understand Portuguese, by all means, take a look, read it up. I think you will enjoy it. It's available free for download at enoughrecords.scene.org. I'll put links download on the description. You can also find it on Amazon and scene.org and archive.org and Smashwords and Script. As I mentioned before, you'll find all the links for that on the Enough Records release page. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for today. Thank you for watching this long video until the end. If you have any special recommendations, by all means, feel free to share them with me, and I'll try to keep these videos somehow regular in some shape or form. So yeah, see you next time. Bye bye everyone. Take care.